Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to the show. I'm gonna talk very quietly because it's 11:30 p.m. Do you like my music? Today I wanted to talk about Brett Cooper. Now, listen up. This is an investigative journalism. Hold on, let me pause the music. This is serious. This is an investigative investigative journalism. This is an investigation into Brett Cooper. What is happening with Brett Cooper? We all want to know. Every single one of us wants to know. I have to be quiet so that Daily Wire doesn't hear me. No, but really I have roommates, and so I have to keep it down. Someone might still come over here and be like, "What are you doing?" But let's see. No, I didn't already plan this and search or anything. I'm actually typing it in right now. This is not planned or anything. Let's play the music. DJ, turn the music up. Thank you. I was just curious. We haven't heard much about Brett Cooper, just like if you've seen my other video about... What was it about? I forgot. Apparently it wasn't that important for me to remember. My other video was about the other person that we haven't heard from for a while. Oh, Haktua. Is this a series I'm doing? All the people who we haven't heard of? It's like the opposite of what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be talking about actual news and things that are comment worthy. Instead, I'm talking about things that aren't happening and that aren't going on. But if we look at Brett Cooper, there's not much happening with her, right? She's basically disappeared. Actually, if we search for her channel, can we search for her channel here? If you hear that sound, that's the freeway right behind me. So, got some noise going on. Here we go, Brett Cooper. So she has 478,000 subs and no videos yet. Now, I am not following her on any other socials, so I don't know what she's doing. But maybe we can check on that in a little bit. But here we just have, let's see, 7 days ago, 3 days ago. So there's people talking about, kind of the same things that we all know about so far if you've been following the story. But one of the more recent videos was, yesterday? 18 hours ago. And I wanted to go through this because... Why? Oh, because I think he does a good job of just explaining the whole situation, because I don't know all the details of the situation. I just kind of know bits and pieces. And so I'm going to speed through it a little bit. So I put it on 1.5 speed. This is Decently. And so I think that he put together a good overview of everything. Let's just watch it. Why not? Why not? Why not? Also, Prime, if you want to sponsor me, thank you very much. Please do.
From being the face of the comments section to being allegedly betrayed by her own best friend and losing her entire YouTube channel.
We're going to react to this, okay? We're going to react to this.
How the comments section with Brett Cooper went from averaging...
My head is totally in the way. How do I get it out of here? Hold on. Okay. There we go.
500,000 to 1 million views a video to not even passing 100,000 views. Hi, we're Decently, and today we're uncovering the unexpected downfall of Brett Cooper and the comment section channel. Brett Cooper built the comment section channel on YouTube from early March 2022, becoming a place where conservative political values were discussed and exist in the circle within the Daily Wire, including prominent figures such as Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro.
Okay, so we all do it. We stay up way later than we should, laying in bed, scrolling.
And her personality and the way she presents herself is great on YouTube. I mean, it's great, It's good. She really did a good job. I don't know how she did it. She's obviously very smart.
On Instagram and TikTok, trying to find content that is not angry leftists having a meltdown. That's where the comment section comes in. 5 days a week, viral.
It's just not it's not my cup of tea, really. I don't watch this kind of stuff, but she did an amazing job.
content and jumping into the insanity that is, of course, the comment section. And no blue-haired liberals, except the ones I'll be responding to.
This channel was praised by many people in the YouTube community, with many comments reading, "A year and a half later, she's already amassed over 3 million subscribers and has already surpassed all other DW content creators."
Yeah, that's pretty crazy how she grew bigger than all the other creators. I guess except for Ben, but he took quite a while to build his following. I remember when I was first started following him, I don't even know if he had 1 million subs yet.
Aside from Ben himself, "You are about to be my favorite person on the internet." Brett then continued building the channel, surpassing millions of views and reaching over 4.5 million subscribers, which was more than the Daily Wire's total subscribers. She was also uploading 2 videos per day, which is a lot, but she was heavily supported.
So was she always posting? I guess she was always posting shorter videos. I guess I didn't go back long enough. Except I checked the live. If we go to the comment section, streamed 10 months ago and it's an hour. So she was doing full length videos, and then it's just, I guess more recently, it's just the shorter videos. So she stopped 10 months ago, stopped streaming, or maybe they changed things around where they only did the streaming videos on Daily Wire. I'm not sure. I don't know.
By the Daily Wire, which is also a negative factor to her success. So what is the Daily Wire? Simply put, they are a very successful and wealthy American media company which produce many shows across YouTube, including children's entertainment and of course the comments section. The danger behind this is, from looking at the channel from any ordinary person's perspective, it looks like a normal YouTube channel. Brett owned it and would upload various videos and would of course take the AdSense revenue, but this is where the story is incorrect.
Oh,
since the Daily Wire owned the YouTube—
I was going to say, is that really what happened? Because it would depend on what their agreement was. So I was going to be like, do we actually know that for sure?
Channel, they have strict contracts and policies surrounding their talents and the shows they produce, so would take a disclosed percentage of the money, and means Brett was under an NDA the entire time. However, things started looking very weird for Brett in
Sure, that's not like crazy or abnormal. You have agreements, contracts, NDAs when you decide to work with some company or someone else. You can negotiate whatever you want and whatever you can negotiate, right? And if either party doesn't agree, then you don't have an agreement. But I'm sure I'm not sure, but I'm guessing she got paid pretty well. However, maybe part of the reason she left is maybe it was time for her to be like, you know what, I can get paid more if I leave and maybe do my own thing or something like that. That could have been part of it. But maybe it was other things too, like this whole situation with her apparently former friend, the clone, the Brett Cooper clone.
Late 2024.
Welcome back to the comment section. I am producer Reagan.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I am filling in for Brett today and guest hosting the show. And don't worry, Brett will be back on Monday, but I am here today. And I'm normally the one sitting over there in the chair, but Bobby is filling in for me today, and I am sitting in this chair, bringing you some very interesting—
On the 26th of October 2024, a new host appeared randomly on the channel, calling herself a guest host, and assured people that Brett would be back as usual on Monday.
But I guess what did I see? A video about her? Or maybe a video that she posted? She was around from the beginning. I guess the beginning of the comment section when it was on Facebook, something like that. I gotta find where that said it, but apparently she was around from the beginning.
Concerned a number of Brett's fans, as she had never missed an episode and always pre-recorded episodes in advance, as this commenter explained. However, people appreciated Reagan's appearance in the show and welcomed her with open arms. Producer Reagan is like the girl who memorized all the lines for the main part and finally got the show must go on moment. Seriously, it's uncanny how she just fit right in. You've actually nailed everything about Brett: her mannerisms, her inflections, her hand gestures, her facial expressions,
Yeah, and that's interesting. I don't know what to think about that. Ignoring the fact that she totally replaced Brett Cooper. I'm not sure how I feel about someone, stepping in to fill, like a fill-in for an episode, but acting the same way as the other person. It's kind of odd because you're supposed to be your own person, right? So like, there's some things. So like, I've seen channels where they replace the host or something with another host, and they kind of talk similarly to keep with like the branding of the channel and stuff. So I can understand that, and it works for certain channels where it's more about the channel than the host per se. What was the one? Applebite? The Applebite is one example where what's the guy? I think his name's Chris. He's like an Asian guy with like a purple streak in his hair or something like that. And he was like, the way he presented himself, it was teleprompter, and he would just talk in a certain way. And then eventually he left, and I don't know if someone replaced him. Okay, I could be just making all this up, but the point is, I've seen this before. The thing with this is, it was kind of like Brett Cooper's like portrayal of herself was unique, and like it was called Brett Cooper, and she seemed to be the one that kind of created the thing, and to have someone else just copy everything about her is kind of odd to me.
Smooth ad transitions. We need an episode with Brett and Reagan together now. We'll come back to this comment, as it seems Brett's separation from the comments section and Daily Wire may have affected her friendship. Brett then started missing episodes during the week without Reagan filling in for her, and this is when fans started becoming increasingly worried for her. A rumor started going around led by another YouTube channel that Brett was being forced out of the Daily Wire, which is why her producer Reagan—
I guess I don't know if it's that odd to me. I just think maybe like it's odd because she totally replaced her. I guess that's kind of the odd thing, and just acts exactly like her. That's kind of strange.
Had been filling in for her.
Right at the Daily Wire. Now I've had even more come and corroborate it since I reported on it. And it's not just that the Daily Wire is pushing out Brett Cooper. It's actually that Brett Cooper is under one of these contracts that has her basically tied to secrecy and silence, because now they're terminating her contract. Their arbitration clauses are coming into play. So she is in a secret court of arbitration, not a public court, where she is under NDA and can't say anything about it while they spin whatever narrative they want about it. And they're circulating around letters internally that are saying like, oh, Brett Cooper wants to leave. And that is not the case at all, apparently, according to everyone at the Daily Wire that I've spoken to. And it's that she had disagreements with Jeremy Boring over what happened with Candace probably, and certainly more disagreements in terms of like the culture there and what's going on, and is now getting pushed out. They are promoting her best friend, who was her maid of honor at her wedding. They offered her a contract that was so lucrative she couldn't refuse it.
The best friend that her bestie was already offered.
Producer Reagan.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, her producer was her bridesmaid at her wedding.
So what is this? The Unusual Suspects with Vinny
and they apparently allegedly
is he a
gave
guest
her
on
acting
here? Vinny from Valuetainment.
classes to help her imitate Brett's mannerisms.
This clip then went viral, which led people to flood the comments of Reagan's latest episode on—
Okay, so the question is, how does he know this stuff? Maybe he mentioned it, but I didn't hear how he knows this stuff. But so apparently behind the scenes, there's like some funky stuff going on. Brett is the reason I started watching. Oh wait, is he
comment section. Brett is the reason I started watching anything from Daily Wire. If what I have been hearing is true, Brett is taking my views, likes, and subscriptions wherever she lands. She is comment section, not anyone they train to act like her. No hate, but I don't even watch the videos when Reagan is hosting. I enjoy the comment section because of Brett and her personality. If Brett is out, my subscription to DW will be too. Didn't listen to the episode. I'm all for Reagan filling in here.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense if Reagan just like had her own unique personality and how she portrayed herself. It could be somewhat similar because again, like you can have a certain branding for your channel and be like, yo, we need to act animated, hand motions. And I think this is the problem here. You can have hand motions. So like this is the branding, hand motions, lots of hand motions, and talk animated and at a certain BPM, at a certain cadence. Look back and forth at different cameras and stuff and look happy and jolly. But then you can still do that with your own unique personality. And it just seems like it's the same exact thing. So I don't know. It's kind of like, I think it's kind of in like an uncanny valley type of thing.
Here and there, or having her own channel. If Brett's being pushed out, I'm not on board. Seems like we will all leave. We want Brett. Over 4,000 comments gave the same impression that they all wanted Brett back on the comments section channel.
But to be fair, Reagan does also a good job of all those hand motions and like portraying herself as happy and all that stuff. And I don't know if maybe she's naturally like that too. Maybe Brett and her became friends because they were similar, which tends to happen, right? You tend to be friends with people who you're similar with, right? So maybe they were similar in personalities, and so it's kind of natural for her to act the same way. But so I don't know. But she also does a good job portraying herself exactly like Brett Reagan does. But purportedly she had acting classes, so to like act the same way. So I don't know. I think she should just act differently in some way. You can make it interesting. by acting differently. You can have a little bit of a unique look and feel for yourself because you're a different person, right? Why not lean into, hey, I'm a different person, but we still have the branding of the comment section, and it's similar but different and fresh.
The desperation by fans went so far that they were even commenting on Brett's social media posts, asking her to wear the color blue on her next episode if she was being silenced under NDA of the Daily Wire. And to everyone's surprise, this actually happened.
Hey guys, some of you have heard the rumors online, and the rumors are mostly true. Today,
so that's some strong evidence right there. She wore blue because they were like, wear blue if you've been silenced, which, you know, been silenced. Like, if you sign contracts and NDAs and stuff, I don't see that as being like silenced. I mean, I guess technically your NDAs and your contracts and everything are silencing you, but that's stuff that you agreed to. Now, if it was something where they kind of pressured her into doing something after the fact, then hopefully that comes out. That's not great, right? That's not amazing if you're like pressured or somehow coerced. But I don't know if we have any evidence of that. And that may or may not be illegal either. It's just not necessarily amazing, right? It's like, it could be bad.
December 10th will be my last day hosting the comment section and working for the Daily Wire.
That's some pretty strong evidence. Like, I didn't notice she totally wore so much blue. Like, she wore the most blue that she could wear. Like, why would she wear blue if you're being silenced? And then she wore the most blue she could possibly wear, like the hugest. She was like, I'm going to wear the hugest sweater I possibly have that's blue.
Show building this community and telling stories and sharing the truth every day. Through the comment section, you all have...
That's definitely a big tell. It's got to be. What else could it be? It's just coincidence. She could have wore anything else.
Made me braver, more articulate, more thoughtful.
But what if they were like, would have been more better evidence if they were like, where's zebra print? Like, that's what should have happened. And then we would know for sure, right? Where's zebra print if you are being silenced? And it's like a whole ass like zebra like tracksuit.
More hopeful than I could have ever imagined, and I'm grateful that we spent this time together, and I'm grateful that the Daily Wire gave us a platform to grow this community. But at this point in my life, I am ready to take on a new direction, both personally and professionally. This means new challenges and new endeavors, which I will share with you soon. As for the show, the comment section will continue with the Daily Wire. My producer Reagan is taking over as host of the comment section, and I wish her and the Daily Wire all the best. We have had 3 great years, and I'm proud of what we've accomplished together. Leaving the show,
only 3
the platform
years
that we've built is hard, but I'm very excited for what's to come. Knowing that we have brought so many people together in laughter over these last 3 years means the world to me. I appreciate all of you, so let's chat again soon, but in the meantime...
This whole situation ended quickly. Like, her leaving ended seemingly pretty abruptly, right? Like, it wasn't too long before they switched, and this is just like a 1 episode, like, hey, I'm leaving, bye.
Go touch some grass, kick some rocks, and we'll catch up shortly.
This video, which gained over 1 million views, shocked her entire fan base as people once again flocked to the comments to express their disbelief. We weren't watching the comments section, we were watching Brett. People are loyal to people, not to...
I think it was a combination, right? It was like everything. People were watching Brett, of course, but they were watching her reading the comment section and the whole concept of the show. So, and the lighting and the camera work and everything. So it was everything, but a big part of it was Brett. You can switch people out of shows. You just have to do it well, and I don't think it was done well here.
Networks. Brett did not bring the comment section to life. She is the comment section. It won't exist without her.
It could, and it is, but we'll see in a second here how it's not doing amazing. Comparatively, it's not doing really well as before, but it's still getting numbers. It's just like not as good as before.
She sounds like she's holding back tears in her voice. Sad.
I don't know about that. I think she sounded just fine. Like, I don't know if she sounded like she was holding back tears.
It wasn't long until people started unsubscribing from the comment section channel, making them lose almost 300,000 subscribers in just over 10 days. And sure enough...
Okay, so this was posted 18 hours ago. 4.19 million. Now it's at 4.16. So another... Was it? What, 6... I can't do math. 20,000 lost.
People discovered Brett's brand new YouTube channel,
since he made this video anyway.
Which was not tied to any huge media companies, which currently sits at over 400,000 subscribers, with no videos uploaded so far, which is impressive. So, Reagan and Brett were best friends.
Oh, I guess she posted a community post. Let's I just want to see if she posted a community post. Hold on. Let me go to her channel. I did sub to her, right? Yeah. Wait, did I? I thought I... Maybe it was on another channel that I subbed. 5 days ago, 8 days ago, 13 days ago, 2 weeks ago. Talking about how she gained up 100K subs. Drowning in maple butter. Sounds dangerous. 200K subs. Amfest. These are her dogs? Holy crap. That's a St. Bernard, it looks like. And then a little Yorkie. And who knows what that is? Maybe a mutt. Amfest. Cookies. All right. So she's not really saying anything here.
Reagan was even Brett's bridesmaid during her recent wedding. How does this fit into the situation? Well, fans figured that Brett had unfollowed the Daily Wire and Reagan on Instagram while deleting all her wedding pictures that included Reagan. This is all major speculation, but if Reagan did take the money offer...
Where's Stripes if they're silencing you? Where's Stripes? Brett, where's Stripes?
From the Daily Wire and steal Brett Cooper's job on the comments section, this could be the real end of the
Look at that mug. Hold on, I want
channel and cause the Daily Wire the money offer
Look at
from...
that mug. Like, the set design is pretty nice. It's pretty cool. Very aesthetic. Okay, very aesthetic. I'm gonna rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. This is up there. This is like 9. This mug. So like, I'm a little stickler for mugs. My favorite kind of mug is one that all 4 fingers can fit in the handle, and it has to be big so it can hold like 20 ounces or 16 ounces, and so this one looks like it can only hold like 2 or 3 fingers, but it's kind of fun looking, right? It's kind of fun looking. So whoever designed this, I'm guessing maybe she had some role to play. Did a great job, and I like the idea of the white mic arm. Anyway.
From the Daily Wire and steal Brett Cooper's job on the comments section, this could be the real end of the channel and cause the Daily Wire some real marketing issues.
So yes, it very much read like an beheading video. It seemed like they were being held hostage potentially by their lawyers. But as far as splits go,
Candace has a lot of followers too.
It was handled professionally. But then there was a ton of innuendo. And I should say, by the way, this innuendo was leading up to the moment of the split. People were suggesting that...
I am not... Candace and Ben Shapiro have like voices that I'm not a huge fan of, where it's kind of choppy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't even know how to talk like that, where each word or sentence like ends abruptly.
Actually, Brett Cooper had gotten knifed by her best...
I don't even know how if I can even like pretend to talk like that. It's just very like hard endings to the words or the sentences. I'm not a huge fan, but it's tolerable, I guess, to listen to. But the way they talk, I'm not a huge fan of. I like more like continuous, softer sounding sentences. Softer sounding sentences. How do I sound? I probably sound a little bouncy. A little like a bouncing ball. A little bit. Maybe a little retarded.
Friend and maid of honor, which, by the way, fact-checked true. It was indeed her maid of honor that was announced to be taking over the comment section, a young woman named Reagan Conrad. And the internet was very upset about this, but there was no confirmation.
I think she's like 29, which, yeah, is still young, but I think like not as young as Brett, right? Brett's a lot younger than that, if I recall correctly.
Information that came from Brett per se until after her announcement. Then the internet started interneting and recognizing some things. First and foremost, they recognized that Brett Cooper unfollowed Reagan. Okay, that is a major sign. Obviously,
that is a
in
major
her
sign.
Wedding in April. Now all of a sudden, Brett Cooper has completely unfollowed her. That kind of signaled that a little more went on behind the scenes. On top of that, Brett Cooper also unfollowed the Daily Wire, and she unfollowed Jeremy
That's a major
Boring.
thing
So
too.
yeah, like I said,
if you're on good terms with someone, why would you unfollow them? Like, you probably wouldn't. Like, if you had a great relationship and stuff and everything was cool, you wouldn't unfollow.
had some blood in the water, but then the ultimate confirmation came. The mother of all bombs. And when I say mother, I mean the mother of Brett Cooper. Some internet sleuths had noticed that Brett Cooper's mom, a woman named Diane Cooper, was liking some interesting posts. And I'm going to read you which
I want
post.
to see what Diane Cooper looks like compared to her
it was that she liked on Instagram. It was a comment that was being directed to Reagan. It reads, no matter how many acting classes you take or watch Brett's old videos, you will never be Brett. It's sad that you took the money and snubbed your best friend. I hope the amount of money DW offered was worth your friendship with Brett. You lost a good one.
Wait, what I want to know is who's that person posting, though? Like, do they know this stuff for sure, or are they just kind of like conjecturizing?
Friend, I hope the amount of money DW offered was worth your friendship with.
Sadly, you took the money and snubbed your best friend. But yeah, I mean, like, regardless of how much money Reagan is being paid, why would you be like, I'm gonna totally take over your channel and exactly act the same way as you? I don't know. I don't know if I would do that. I would. Well, I mean, I've already said what I would do. I would have my own personality and act in my own way, and change it somewhat
Brett,
to be more like me, because I am me.
Lost a good one. So yeah, a little bit of drama went down. Moms don't hold back at all on the internet. And if this is how it went down, obviously you can imagine your mom, it's the big day, your daughter's getting married, she's next to her best friend, somebody you think is her best friend, Reagan, whatever, walking down the aisle next to her, and then all of a sudden, just completely stabbed in the back. Completely crazy. But it turned out that really, if you think about it, didn't really matter whether or not it happened if everyone was going to move on from it.
The comment posted on Reagan's Instagram page has since been unliked by Brett's mother, which could mean anything, but is definitely suspicious considering the comment accused Reagan of such a major betrayal against Brett.
Heck, I know from personal experience, seeing some of these contracts from...
I want to know, like, the behind-the-scenes stuff with Brett and Reagan, but maybe Brett's too, like... No, I'm not going to expose the drama. It might be the case where like they just are like, no, we're not going to expose the drama. We're just going to move forward, which is to an extent it's mature and a good idea, but I also think that your followers and fans, you kind of owe it to them to tell them some things about what happened. It's kind of sucky to leave people wondering. It's like, I think people should know some things. You might go, well, we don't need to know these things. I mean, but at the same time, I think you should, because it's someone that you're following. It's someone that you care about and they care about you. You have a sort of relationship with them through the internet. And so there's a trust factor there. And if you're not somewhat transparent, then the trust could go away, things like that.
Old traditional media, you sign your rights away for almost everything, your face, your voice, your likeness, and then they can take that and essentially transform it into whatever they want. And just like what we saw even with like Steven Crowder's contracts, you're not 100% free to say whatever you want. There's always stipulations in the contracts. And then...
That's true. I forgot about the whole situation with Steven Crowder where I believe he like basically exposed the contract that they give out, that the Daily Wire gives. And the Daily Wire is like, well, this is just our basic contract that we negotiate afterward. But it was like very, very extreme, and it had like everything under the sun on it, like we own everything forever in perpetuity, that kind of thing. And so, if Brett Cooper's contract was anything like that, then could have been pretty crazy. They could own everything about her. They probably own her liver.
Worst case scenario, which happens quite a lot. We've seen it with Tucker Carlson. We've seen it now with Brett Cooper. We saw it with Candace Owens and plenty more. If the day comes where, you decide to part ways or they decide to part ways with you, that show that you've essentially been the face of and built up, obviously with their help, not yours, entirely theirs.
This is exactly what has happened with Brett Cooper's comment section channel. Her entire branding and building of the channel was taken away from her in a split second and was replaced with her near clone. And it's not like
it was pretty quick. It was pretty quick. It seems like if you build something, even if you don't own it, shouldn't there be like some sort of ceremony?
Moved in and made it her own show. She copied Brett's personality, mannerisms, and way of talking, so it was taken away from her in a split second.
The profile pictures?
And was replaced with her near clone. And it's not branding and building of the channel was taken away from her.
What is she holding there? What is that? A microphone? Is that a blue mic? Or a popsicle? All right, do you think this profile picture's better
in a split second and was replaced with her near clone? And it's not like Reagan moved in and made it her own show.
I think, okay, this picture is nicer and like more professional, is like more of like a nice profile picture. But the other one, I think probably fits the comment section better. It's a little bit more
section channel. Her entire branding and building of the channel
was plain, but it's more not professional, which I think kind of fits the comment section better and fits Brett better.
Taken away from her in a split second and was replaced with her near clone. And it's not like Reagan moved in and made it her
I guess you could say this profile picture fits, what's her name? Reagan better, possibly, but I don't know if it fits the comment section better. Anyway, I don't know why I'm critiquing the photo. It's a nice photo. But it looks like she's listening to music, though. That's the thing. Like, the other one had a mic, which makes sense for a podcast. But here it looks like this is like an iTunes ad picture. So I don't know. I think this one is not as good as the other one because of that. It's nicer, more professional, but it doesn't make as much sense.
She copied Brett's personality, mannerisms, and way of talking, so it was almost identical to the way Brett was hosting it previously. This is something many commenters were also picking up on, that maybe it would have been better for Reagan to continue the show in her own style and completely rebrand it, and not act like Brett hadn't left and literally replace her. But instead, the Daily Wire wanted it to appear like nothing had changed, and gave Reagan clear instructions, which was without...
I really want to know like what their conversations were behind the scenes and stuff, and their strategy. They're like, we got to keep everything the exact same. Whoever replaces her, exact same. Everything the same. Move your hands the same exact. Move your mouth the exact same. Move your eyes blink the exact same amount of times.
Without a doubt, the wrong...
Like, do you really need to do that? Apparently, it didn't work. Or I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe they were like, we know that we're going to lose followers, but we're going to gain them back because we know this formula works. But I don't know if maybe they thought the X factor through, which was, of course, maybe people might be upset that you're replacing Brett Cooper and with basically the same exact Brett Cooper 2.0.
option, and was detrimental for not only Reagan, but the Daily Wire also. All new uploads are being disliked in the thousands, causing the videos to underperform, and Reagan is constantly being hated on in the comments. And all this is happening while Reagan is ironically ignoring the comments section, despite the show being called the comments section. Whatever.
That's a good point. However, like, what is she going to do? Is she going to read all the negative comments about her on a show? Like, is it going to be all about the comments about the show and how everybody doesn't like Reagan? So, like, they can't do that.
Whatever Brett ends up doing with her new YouTube will innately be successful, as she has already brought over almost 500,000 of her fans from the comments section channel without uploading a video.
All right.
And now she is not being controlled behind the scenes.
So that's that.
Who knows what she will reveal about this situation in the new year.
We'll see if she reveals anything. So here's the comment section. And we can see 4.16 million subscribers. And it seems like... I don't know. Is Reagan doing longer videos? Or are they all clips? So if we go live again, like the last one was 10 months ago, so I'm not exactly sure how they're doing that. But the latest videos are all 16 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes. So they're shorter videos, but I'm not sure if they're cut from a longer form video. So, but it doesn't look like it because I don't see the longer form videos. Unless they're on the Daily Wire, I'd have to go look. And then they put the clips on here. I'm not sure. Maybe they changed how they're doing things. But we can see 16K views, but this was just today, so it's not going to have tons of views, I guess. 40K, 103K, 128, 138, 99, 155, 422. But this was our first one. So it's gone from 155, 100, 138, 128, so, and who knows how many views this one will get. This is like the last one day ago, 40K. And then if we go back a little bit, you got 200, 200, 600, 400, 400, 300, 700, so a little bit less. Shorts wise, I think you can see a little bit of a more drastic change. So we got 18K, 53, 49, 53. So in not about, what would you call that? In the tens of thousands, right? Up to around 50, 60,000. A little bit earlier, 138, 91. So now we're getting into around 100,000 average. Before that, maybe around 200,000 average. Before that, maybe around, what is this? We're getting 700,000, 400,000, 300, 900. So this is maybe like 700,000 average. Before that, maybe around the same because we got like a 1.6 million. We got 400, 300, 300, 400. So we're in the hundreds of thousands, 400,000 plus. But then the most recent 90, we're around 100,000 and even less with the latest ones. Now, some of that is probably because over time shorts will get more and more views. So these numbers will probably go up, but it seems like they're going down. It seems like the views are going down. Now let's take a look on view stats here. Let's see what's up with the comment section. So we have in the last 28 days, 41.10 million views, which is down almost 40,000 than the last 28 days. So half the amount of views, apparently, according to this, from the previous month, basically. From this last 28 compared to the previous 28. So basically, this would be all of December versus all of, what's the month before December? November. Oh. And then subs, negative 340 over the last month, over December. 410,000 less subs in the last 28 days. Right. And yeah, we don't know what's up with the revenue. Who knows what that is? So if we go to views, we can see obviously views are going down over the last 28 days. Let's look at 3 months. So we were going up and up and up. And then this was on the October 28th to November 4th. So November 4th, and then it kind of just tanked. So look at this. This is crazy. We went from, what is this, 27 million views for, this is like a 1 week period, I guess. 27 million down to, what the heck, what's going on? 3 million. Holy crap. So 3 million from 27 million. Let's go to a year. Okay, so over a year, it's kind of at a downward trajectory. But it's kind of, I mean, if you create a line through here, it's kind of like stagnant as far as views go. But of course, around here, it's taking a nosedive. Max. So the max is going up overall. Yeah. And we're not really seeing, compared to the max, we're not seeing a huge dip here more recently. Unless we just go to more recent time period. Sub changes, we're looking at negative 20K a day. It's going a little bit less more recently, negative 10, negative 10, negative 10. But the daily average, negative 11,000. This is subs change. So the sub total, obviously we've already seen before, it's gone down by, what was it, 220. Hold on. Negative 220 over the last 90 days. But if we go just a month, negative 340. Because if we look at three months, she was gaining. So that's why it's less. So 28 days, negative 340. And so that started around December 9th, right? Views change. What are we looking at? Subs total. So from 4410 to 4160. Well, we'll see how much lower it goes. Views total. Views change. So that's basically it. I mean, monthly views for the comments section. Overall, it's kind of flat, right? Monthly subs, also overall kind of flat, I guess. November. Oh, so this is just till November. So this has not updated for December. So we should expect a big dip once it's updated. All right, well, that's about it. I mean, as you can see, it's not looking amazing, but we'll see if there's a recovery. You know, there's less views. People are not like, let's see what the last video, what people are talking about in the comments real quick here before we take off. So we're still getting huge ratio. Negative 1,500 versus positive 895. Thumbs up versus thumbs down, or thumbs down versus thumbs up. Let's see what they're saying. Funny. I used to watch Brett Cooper not knowing anything about her popularity or that this channel belonged to the DW. Though she is so much younger than me, I really loved her energy. She just felt like a friend. Sorry to see her go. Yeah, but she acts the same way.
Okay, guys,
See?
today we are talking about a huge win or...
See? She is Brett Cooper. Brett had an easy 300 to 500K view count every video, and Reagan struggles to get more than 100K. That's what it looks like. I hope DW is happy losing 75% of the channel video views. Before Brett left, everyone talking about the video in the comment section. After Brett left, everyone talking about the comment section in, you guessed it, the comment section. DW ignoring their comment section while we check the video only for the comments. DW reminds me of Darkwing Duck. That's what it always reminds me of. Darkwing Duck. It's funny how the Daily Wire has trashed Disney, especially Snow White, for not reading its audience, and yet they ignore their own audience. That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. I'm done with the Daily Wire, a bunch of the hugest hypocrites. I can't look at this company the same anymore. For those of you who don't have the extension, yeah, likes versus dislikes. Neither one of them settled. They both love each other. What? Oh, she's actually talking about the actual topic of the video. This channel is just weird now. You swapped a Ferrari for a Prius and thought we wouldn't notice. Oh, come on. She is not a Prius, okay? Like, what are we talking about? First of all, she acts the same. So, more like a Jaguar? I don't know. Well, I just wanted to see what was going on. So, there she is with her cookie. And end scene. Have a good one, everybody. Oh, and watch my next video. Why am I all the way to the side here? Hold on. And let's play the closing music. There we go. So, folks, I hope you have a wonderful... It's Saturday now for me. Buy Prime. I'm not sponsored or affiliated by them. And actually, you probably shouldn't buy Prime, to be honest with you. However, I do think a couple of their drinks are pretty good. But I don't know what my next video will be, but I won't be whispering, trying to be quiet next time. So it'll be better than this one. That's for sure. Good night, everybody.